What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We just got done watching the Washington Commanders lose a close game in overtime, 34-31 to the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. There's a lot to go over, especially like with overtime and stuff like that. But I think the biggest thing to talk about was the turnaround and the improvements from Sam Howell and Eric Bieniemy from last week, which was disastrous, to this week. Sam Howell took what the defense gave him, looked so much better today. It showed a lot of poise. When, our offensive line isn't that great, but he would consistently stand in there in the pocket. He didn't seem to hold on to the ball too much like he used to be doing. So huge improvement from Sam Howell. Really crazy. And I think one of the biggest storylines we're going to be talking about from here on out, at least this season, is Eric Bieniemy and Sam Howell, how much they rely on each other. Like last week, Sam Howell did not play well, and that makes Eric Bieniemy look worse. But there's a lot of plays that some of us didn't like that Eric Bieniemy did last week. Didn't run the ball enough. Today it was much more balanced on pass and run than it was last week. I mean, it was hard to beat like the mismatch of last week. But we ran the ball more this week. Eric Bieniemy's play calling looked better this week, and Sam Howell looked better this week. So I think that those two things are super entwined with each other. And obviously Sam Howell, kind of like a first-year guy, second year, but his first year starting from the very beginning of the season. He's still a young guy. Got to help him out. Eric Bieniemy's got to call better plays sometimes, and I think we saw that this week. They can do it. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. The Eagles, I'm not crushed by this loss. It sucks that it was that close, and I think there's things we could have done. Ron Rivera could have just went for two when we tied it there at the end. I don't really see why. Ron Rivera sat there and thought, our defense already gave up 31 points. Why are we going to go into overtime? Why not just take the dagger and take a chance there? Throw a slant to Logan Thomas. If he catches it, he catches it. If he doesn't, oh well, screw it, dude. Like we gave it our chance. We're lucky that we even had a chance to tie it because the Eagles are stupid, even though I'm just about to give them a little bit of a praise here. I think that when we were going into this game, I didn't think that we were going to win, to be just being completely honest with you. I think the Eagles are one of the better teams in the league right now. I don't know why my camera is doing all these different colors and stuff, but whatever. We're going to move along. So I thought the Eagles were one of the better teams in the league. For some reason, we just played them really well in Philly. And it was a really close game, but both teams at the end there did head scratching stuff. The Eagles they were beating up on Emmanuel Forbes, dude. They were really having their way with them, sort of with AJ Brown. And they said, screw it, they want to get in a talking battle. Let me go get another touchdown here at the end of the game, which gave us a chance to come back and win the game. We had a chance to come back. My camera is doing some weird shit. I don't know. I don't know if it's just on my screen, but we'll see when I play it back. But the Eagles gave us a chance to come back, and Sam Howell did. Like I said, Sam Howell is still very promising, but I think it's going to take time. It's going to take time. And the same thing for Sam Howell. Our offensive line sucks, but guess what? It sucks last year, didn't it? And you know what I mean? So as much as I would like to have seen Taylor Heinicke stay and us improve the offensive line and see what he looks like behind an improved offensive line, which we still didn't improve the offensive line on the offseason anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered if he was here or not. Sam Howell is still having to deal with the same shitty offensive line, and we have to see what he can do behind that shitty offensive line. Any quarterbacks coming in here would have been thrown under the bus, and Sam Howell's being thrown under the bus, the same thing. So it's really, like, I'm still taking a wait and see approach on the season. It's been so crazy because going into the season, I really didn't have many hopes for this season, and it was more about selling the team and that kind of being our big bright spot on the season. But games like today, piques my interest for Sam Howell. But then we have games like last week where I'm like, it's either going to take a while for him to develop, and we're not helping him develop. We don't help quarterbacks out here. You know what I mean? So it's just a bunch of up and downs. And when we have this like swing of emotions, right? Like today we played great and damn well could have won this game, and it would have been a huge upset, which if Ron Rivera just went for it there on that too, I think, why would you think that our defense, who already gave up 31 points, Montez Sweat wasn't really I think this was the first game of the season, or in a really long time, Chase Young had a better game than Montez Sweat. Didn't really hear Montez Sweat's name like all game, but Chase Young, even though he had a penalty or two, he was still, you could always see him like trying to get to the quarterback, trying to do something. Just, I don't know why. And that's a whole nother storyline, is our defense is not living up to what we have. Like 6 first-round picks on that defense, and they are not living up to the hype. They just aren't. They stop the run. They do kind of stop the run versus most teams. Most teams don't even really try to run the ball in the first half of the games, any games we play. But in the second half, or at the very end of the game, it seems like our run defense just goes out the window. You know what I mean? So they're not living up to the hype. Emmanuel Forbes didn't have a good day today. I mean, he was getting picked on pretty much. But hey, I mean, he's a rookie, but still, I still was one of those people who were saying draft offensive lineman in the first round. And look, we're still giving up 31 points a game. We're still, and then Ron Rivera wants to sit there and be like, oh, let's just tie the game up and let's see what our defense can do. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. We already tied it up. We're already there, like right down there. Throw a slant to Logan Thomas. Like, it's, if he catches it, he catches it. If he doesn't, whatever. It sucks, but it also sucks to sit there and think our defense is going to stop them when they're already that tired, and you've seen them not stop them all game. And I'm really curious to, like, I wish I pulled this up sooner, but the eye test tells you that the Eagles had many more like consistent drives, and just their offense seemed to have much more optimism of like they're going to score than ours did. So it made so little sense to me to not just go for the 2 points there, 2-point try there, and win the game there. But I'm curious to see like the third downs and stuff like that. So let's just, what else happened in the game? Jamison Crowder, he tried to say that he was looking like he did the fair catch hand sign. And it's just like, what was that, dude? You know what I mean? Like, I love me some Jamison Crowder, but what the hell was that? Everyone there saw you do it. What was that, man? I don't know. Just Brian Robinson, yet again, every single week we come up here, that guy's a star. Give him the football. Look what he did. That like 16-yard touchdown run or whatever. Give him the ball, dude. Give him the ball. And the effort that where he did fumble it in the end zone or whatever, the effort that he gave just to get to the damn end zone, ran a dude out, like he's running people over and shit. Like, he clearly is saying, give me the ball, dude. And like, just give him the ball more often. And the one thing about Eric Bieniemy that I don't like is that when we do run the ball, it's always on first down. You're telling me we can't pass, or can't throw a short pass and on second down run the ball? Like, why is it every single time we run the ball, it's on first down? Every single time. I don't get that aspect either. Like, mix it in. And like, I think, there's a few games he's done really well at mixing the run pass. Today was a better day, but you don't have to run every single when you do run it, you don't have to run it on first down every single time. Throw a short pass, throw a pass, and then run it. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to get into my notes. Charles Leno still sucks. What's new? We go for on fourth, and Robinson gets it. Curtis Samuel scores on a 14-play drive. Good to see Curtis Samuel being used more. I don't think he had that many catches today, but at least he had a touchdown play. Logan Thomas with a great catch over the middle. He just got a concussion like a week ago or something, or wasn't there last week for a concussion. And then he gets hit and played it off. Howell almost throws a dumb pick in the end zone. He throws the ball off of his back foot all the time. Like when people are like honing in on him, like he just always throws off his back foot, and I always have to hold my breath when I see him throwing the ball off his back foot. And that was a catch at the very end of the game there by Terry McLaurin. I mean, I think there was too much to say it was a catch and it wasn't. You know what I mean? And I get that they're going to be like, oh, we're just going to keep what's on the field. But I think there's too much evidence to say it's a catch. I really do. Brian Robinson, I even saw Eagles fans commenting on our post or on the Commanders' post earlier. Was like, that was a catch. Even some Eagles fans were like, yeah, that was a catch. Brian Robinson won't be denied a touchdown, but he fumbles it. But McLaurin, this is why McLaurin is just like, it's so refreshing to have someone on our team that's just like a heads-up football player. Oh, like he's just around the ball, even though like most people would be like, oh, Brian Robinson is just going to score the touchdown. Then Terry McLaurin's near the football pops out, Terry McLaurin jumps on it. Like, just it's so refreshing to have. Like, it almost seems like we like, what did we do to deserve Terry McLaurin at times? You know what I mean? Like, just a heads-up, like he just He just does all the right things. He just does all the right things. He's there with the fumble, and just like, oh, let me jump on it. I have in my notes later on in the game, Barton, the Eagles fumbled the ball, and there's like 3 Commanders right there, and Barton's just like looking at it, sees the ball on the ground, doesn't jump on it, and the Eagles get it back. It's like there was like one Eagle player there, and like 3 Commanders, and Barton's just, you see him look down, see the ball, doesn't even leap for it. Like, dude, that's the people we normally have on this team. Terry McLaurin is like, what did we do to deserve someone that has common sense, that actually knows, is like, hey, there's a ball on the ground, maybe I should jump on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Terry McLaurin is just consistently good. You know what I mean? Chase Young has a sack today. Like I said, I feel like this is the first week that I could say that Chase Young played better than Montez Sweat. Howell overthrows Terry by like 10 yards. Sam needs to stop throwing off his back foot. Deron Payne and Chase get the hurts. When we run it, it's always on first down. Went over that. Dotson had a catch, a drop that would have been a first down catch. That sucked. Eagles 59-yard touchdown pass. Don't know what that was about. We would have to go. I'd have to go back and see what happened, because I didn't on the one play that they showed it on TV. I didn't see like what the breakdown was there. Excuse me. Sam has been doing a good job taking what the defense gives him. Went over that. Offensive line still sucks. Eagles fumbled the ball. Just went over that. Barton didn't jump on it. Brian Robinson 15-yard touchdown run. Forbes drops a pick. He should have had an interception. 3rd and 17, and Wiley has a false start. It's already 3rd and 17, and then Wiley, our offensive line sucks. Forbes gives up a touchdown at the end, but this gives us a chance to score. Maybe we tie the game. And in the last drive, Sam looked good. We should have gone for it on the 2. Went over that. Tress Way had a 30. Tress Way is like the MVP of the team, but the one time that he can't have a 30-yard punt, he had a 30-yard punt. That's mine. That's not like Tress Way. That blew my mind too. This is the first game. We went over that. Defense isn't. Yeah, went over all the stuff. The Eagles win on a 54-yard field goal. I don't know. Just like, I don't know what to feel. You know what I mean? Like I'm good. Like I said, every single video I've made, I'm just on the wait and see approach. Today I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't really think we were gonna go toe to toe with the Eagles like this. To be honest with you, I just really didn't. The Eagles have been playing well, and I hate to. Pains me to say that, but it's the truth. They've been playing well, and I didn't think that it was going to go this way today. The drastic improvement of Sam Howell and the offense and Eric Bieniemy's play calling from last week to this week, but it's almost scary how much there is a difference. That's not consistent at all. It's almost scary. Like, we could look like last week, or we could look like this week, and we played 2 of the best teams in back-to-back weeks, but we looked like that, and then we looked like this. It's like, you know, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type thing. Like, who are we going to get? And to me, it's just another year like that. I'm feeling like it's just another year like that. That's why I haven't gotten too optimistic about this year. That's why I haven't gotten too down about the year. It's like, I just wait and see. That's all we can do. But that's also sucks, right? That's like a loser mentality of like, oh, well, you know, I'm not confident. I'm not confident in this team. You know what I mean? But that's what we've been for so long now. And that's why I'm not going to get fooled again by sitting here thinking shit's going to be different. You know what I mean? You know, still come out of here with some optimism. Like, we can see Sam Howell can do it. He can look good, but is he going to be consistent? Can our team stay consistent? Can we get success and maintain success? To me, it's just too much of the same old shit. It's just, I cannot get over the hurdle to where I'm super like optimistic about this year. I think we have too many offensive line problems. You know, I think Sam Howell still is learning. You know, we'll see. We have our linebackers suck. You know what I mean? There's just too many question marks, and it sucks that, you know, we right now we have the best defensive line we're probably going to have in a long time, and it's almost like, you know how like you get a quarterback that's really good and you like waste them. I feel like we're kind of wasting our best years of our defensive line right now, which isn't playing up to par as well. That should also be talked about. Deron Payne he's been holding his part this year, but where's Jonathan Allen at? Haven't been hearing him, been talked about enough. Montez Sweat and Chase Young, they're okay, but they're not great. You know, the entire defense, and we live in an offensive driven league now, and our defense, we're putting so much draft picks and shit on our defense, and they are not living up to the hype. Another week, over 30 plus some some points. Last week, we could say, oh, it's because they were deflated because our offense gave it over, turned the ball over 4 times. So they're kind of deflated, and at the end, they started giving up points. This week, we were in the game the whole time, and our defense still gave up 30-some points, and even at the end there, couldn't hold them. So I don't know. You guys tell me. Tell me what you think. Also, before I end this video, there's going to be another video coming out maybe today or tomorrow about a Halloween event that I'm going to do. I'm going to explain it all then, but it's basically just going to be a time where we can all sit down and chill, and I'll explain what's going to go on in my next video. So look out for the Halloween event video or whatever. It's just, like I said, just trying to chill with you guys and do something that doesn't have anything to do with football, kind of just for Halloween. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see what I'm talking about in my next video. So check that out. And as always, if you leave a comment, I'll get back to you. I'll read your comment. And I try to respond to almost every single comment. So that's all I got for you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.